some advice because I'm kind of going through a dilemma right now. So I've been working on a startup for the past month, and I'm going to my third year of uni, for context. But so yesterday at one of the after parties, which I'm not going to disclose the name because you guys are probably going to apply to it, but I was pretty much pitched my idea to one of the founders, and he basically said, like, drop out of school and come work for me, move to San Francisco. So I'm really stuck between, like, what do I want to do? Like, what's the right choice? Like, do I continue university and then go to San Francisco and then, grind the startup life? Or do I drop out now? Because I'm already halfway done. Like, I'm not like almost finished with college or anything. I'm already halfway there. So do I drop out and just work and then just move on from there?
I mean, I think the most important thing is, do you trust them? And is it actually a good startup? So, which is kind of a hard question to answer like this, but like what,
Well,
what would
if
you
it's one
think?
of ours, it must be a good startup.
Right. Is it a YC startup?
Yeah.
Oh, you should probably do it. No, I mean, more seriously, I mean, I don't know, how would you, like, when you think about like where someone should go, like, what would you
I
say?
think Jared could answer.
I'd
Jared,
add one third criteria, Gary. I dropped out of college to do Y Combinator and do a startup. I think in addition to the two ones that Gary said, the third one for you to consider is like, do you really like being in college? Which is like obvious, but like actually,
He doesn't.
yeah, okay. I think like Harj was saying earlier, when college students are thinking about dropping out and they're making it they're making a fear-based decision. They have FOMO about startups happening in San Francisco. Maybe their friend dropped out and they're like worried that they're going to miss out. I don't know that those are the best decisions. Like some of those people actually do end up regretting it versus like when I dropped out of college, because I was bored of college. Like I'd done 3 years of college. I felt like I had gotten out of it what I wanted from the experience. I was just a lot more excited to like build real technology for real people. And I felt that regardless of whether the startup that I was working on succeeded or not, I wouldn't regret leaving college because I was just kind of ready to move on to the next stage of my life. So I think if you can honestly feel that way, then maybe it does make sense for you to drop out.
I think if you feel you're done exploring living alternative life paths, what I mean by that is like you tried an internship working at a big tech company, you tried an internship at a startup, you tried another internship to start a company, or you tried another one doing research. If you feel you fulfill the chessboard and the land of what your life could be and you explore everything, I think it's fine. But if you still have a bit of an inkling, it's like, oh, maybe I want to try what doing research is like. I think maybe not yet, but if you're super sure you want to have a career in tech or startups, then maybe it's fine. To Jared's point, it's like you already did that alternate life path.
I feel like I got lucky, and then because I ended up at Palantir and these things that ended up being super successful. But in the moment, like, I could have just, Palantir could have been a bad startup, actually. And I didn't even think about it. So like thinking back on what I should have been thinking of when I was, 22, 23, it's actually really important to try to be at the most dominant places, actually. I mean, the power law for startups is so intense that if you're going to go work at a startup, I do actually think you should try to go work at
a really good startup.
A really good
good startup, totally.
Like objectively, you should make literally a spreadsheet. You should, go down and like evaluate it the way an investor would.
Yep.
And then the difference is the investor has a portfolio and you just have one life.
Yeah.
And likewise, when you start a startup, you should not try to start a startup just to be the median startup. The median startup is dead. Like you actually, if you're going to do it, you need to be like, you need to work at superlative places with superlative people. And then that's the only way that like good things happen. And, I got lucky. I feel like later in my life, I became much more of a heat-seeking missile. Like, I think that's why I was drawn to YC itself, is like, this is a place that has an energy that I've never experienced, even at Stanford or even at Palantir, that I just wanted to be here. And I became much more of a seeking missile for like that type of like, this is going to be huge. But I wish, at 22, I lucked out, like my friends went to college with, they started a company with Peter Thiel. So that was just very lucky. That's Diana's thing is, she likes to fund lucky startups. So
Just get lucky. And I think you get a lot more lucky by being in San Francisco.
Yeah.
And working around really smart people.
I want to ask Gary, you talked about like that level 59 job at Microsoft and like your parents are proud, you have health insurance. And at some point, you have to decide, okay, I'm done with this. I want to go start a company.